Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode number 44 of Let's Play Defective Decadence for Crusader Kings 2. So I've been reading the forums quite a bit, and there's actually a very popular thread talking about Decadence. And it's interesting because I had started the series just either like really close to the time that thread started or just slightly before it. And it's very involved, and I'm eager to finish this series just to prove my point because... And I mean, I understand why people are doubting the defectiveness of Defective Decadence, but it's defective, trust me. So just trust me. I know I've been saying that for a while, but nothing has significantly changed about the way that Decadence works and in the last half a year or so. So it's still defective, and I'm going to prove it. And that's the whole point of this series. So let's play. We are Badshah Mubashir the First, the Great, the of House Hamadid. Hamadid. And like here's the thing, like, okay, the arguments that I'm seeing in comments and also on the chat in Twitch and also on the forums is that, you know, we're doing just fine, we're keeping Decadence down, but keep in mind we've done we invaded like everything, and that's the only reason that it happened. If I just stopped declaring war for 5 years, then we would have already imploded. And the problem is that when you run out of things to conquer, even after you have the entire world, you'll still get some random invasion with 1 million troops, which is just dumb. So that's going to happen. And then what was the other thing? What else happens? Ooh, a plot has been revealed. I write to you with shocking news. Melil Islid tried to have me assassinated to make sure I wouldn't discover his plot to kill Umar ibn Kenchela. Expose him. Cool. Right. Now, and then the other thing is that people keep saying, well, how about, you know, why don't you give away the lower baronies to your other vassals, like the actual, like, sub-holdings? And when you give it all to one guy, you get the same reduction in decadence, and it still applies to him. Even if he gives the land away further, him having vassals still counts towards the vassal number. So yes, you could give a tiny little barony away, but then you just end up having a situation where you've got a baron in this list, and you've got to give him more land, and now you've got a baron... Like, say the guy owns a barony here, and then he also owns a county now over here, and it's just really messy and silly. So it's very rare that you want to do that, just for the sake of realm organization, because then there's always going to be people who are upset about stuff. This is a really cool event. This hasn't happened in a long time. So as you travel by carriage on a road to Algeciras, you pass by what appears to be an old shuttered inn. The sight of it fills you with questions. What forced them to close down? Could you do a better job than the previous owners? Perhaps this would be a golden opportunity to improve your stewardship. Now, we're greedy bastards, so this will be fun. So, it is settled? I'll buy the inn. I don't like spending money, but I want to make some money. 16,000 is not nearly enough. Meanwhile, my wife is pregnant. A homosexual one. That's like 3 kids now. The vagrants in your new inn have been evicted. The holes in the roof have been patched, and the whole building has been thoroughly aired out to cleanse it of the most offensive odors. New staff has been hired, and the time has come for you to decide on a name for your inn. The Frank, the Saracen, and the Tartar, the Desert Watering Hole, Crossed Scimitars Club, CSC, or the Crescent Oasis. Let's go with the Desert Watering Hole. Because when people are in a desert, they're desperate. And that's what we need to have happen. I have another wife that's pregnant. And we've converted some subject. That's nice. Things are very busy at your new inn, and with everyone's preparing for the grand opening, I guess we'll be able to sample turnips for free, but if you added a generous amount of salt to them, people might become more thirsty, and mead sales would increase. Now, I've actually done this event like hundreds of times by now, and and all the salt we have, damn you. I find that the sweet spot's 20%. If you do 20%, you always get a good amount. But we're going to say we're greedy, and so yes, add all the damn salt. Just do it. Somebody's trying to fabricate a claim there, or something that's not good. So we'll see what happens with that event decision. Should be fun. Should be fun. Your inn will soon open to the public, but one last detail demands your attention before the opening night. Some form of act or spectacle will need to be booked to keep the guests around. After scouring the land for what passes for entertainment, you conclude that the following options are available. A lengthy sermon on the evils of vice by a local clergyman, a traveling bard from distant lands, a renowned eunuch castrato singer, or a wild ass that allegedly speaks and recites poetry. Now the one that I usually pick, again, is going to be the Traveling Bard. But let's pick something else. We'll spend the... we're greedy, so let's just use the Wild Ass. Just to see what happens. Ah, this is fun. I like it. I like this event. I want to play one of the mods that has all kinds of spare events. Again, those are fun. The Wild Ass sat on the grand stage of your inn for the better part of an hour, and although it relieved itself twice on the wooden floor, no speech or poetry was forthcoming. To your horror, the agitated animal then ran amok amongst the audience, resulting in fleeing customers and 4 broken tables. They told me it spoke, I swear. Well, that was a disaster. The people who sampled your turnips suffered violent bouts of illness, and the rest cleared out in short order after the first guests hurled their stomach contents on the floor. Too much salt. Oh, that's funny. The opening night of your inn has concluded, and the time has come for you to move on from this venture and resume your other duties. Whatever else can be said, you have learned many valuable lessons on running a business. A buyer is ready to take the inn off your hands, and a tidy little profit for you. So we still end up making money, kind of, except for the poor decisions that we made. So we did successfully improve stewardship. Let's see. We will now work on... I guess diplomacy, really. I don't know. Doesn't matter that much. This series is almost over. Back up to 4% decadence, gaining 0.69. Notice how quickly these little brats keep spawning. I swear, I just, you know, it bugs me when people don't believe me. Like, would you think I'd actually make such a wild claim if I hadn't done it before? Look, I mean, this thing is freaking huge. You can't even, look at this. You can't even fit it on one screen. And this is on a like a 23-inch, 27, whatever it is, monitor. Like, that's a lot. And if you actually expand them all out... Actually, let's do the filter. We'll say, childless women go away, all dead characters with no children. And now we're just kind of looking mostly at the men. But, and then we just want the male descendants to see their... Like, these are all kinsmen, alright? So I've got to do this to illustrate it. These are kinsmen, not the women, because they won't be of our dynasty. That's a kinsman. Even though this guy died... Okay, it's a woman, so he doesn't matter. That's a kinsman. Woman, 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 woman. He's dead. He's dead, but there's 2 more kinsmen here. Kinsman. 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 I'm gonna expand this whole damn thing. Just to illustrate a point. Okay, men, 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 men. That's a woman, man. Look at those kinsmen. These are all boys. They don't count towards decadence. Yet. These are all men. There's me. I just have the one son so far. Males, males, males. Males, 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 males. Males. Okay, so that doesn't matter. There's a male. Kinswomen don't make anything. These are kinsmen. Kinsmen. We're almost there. Almost there. Look at these freaking kinsmen. Look at these freaking kinsmen. You thought it wasn't many. You thought I was just blowing smoke. You thought I was just kidding. Look at this Jesus cheesy crazy. So she doesn't matter. Kinsman, kinsman. You think we're done, right? We're not. Not yet. Okay, so they don't matter because they're both women. That's a woman. One last thing, and you thought we were done, but we're not! I'm spending like 10 minutes on this. This is ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. Okay, fortunately none there. There's no one else there. You thought we were done! Yet again. Oh, jeez. Look at that. There's the kinsman, the Sultan of Aquitaine. That's the one I landed. Look at that. You think it's going to get any thinner the next generation? So hopefully this will help out with some of the conversation in the CK2 forum. Alright, so yeah, we have 237 living members. Now, once again, let me just... Okay, we're going to go up, 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 and then go way, 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 way left. See if we can... I want to show you this thing. We're on full screen right now. And that's all the men. Look at this thing. Ready? Look at all of these people. Just look at them all. This is what happens if you don't cull the dynasty. I mean, look at that. It's just ridiculous. In every single one of these little kids. 4, 2, 9. Like, it's a disaster. It will happen. It's going to happen, like, soon. Anyway, okay, I gotta continue. Because you guys just... you should trust me. Don't you think I would know? Don't you think that I would actually know and, like, research it before I would... Oh, he's ugly. Before I declare something like that and just say, oh yeah, it's defective. Man, I called the thing defective, for crying out loud. Oh, hey, there's a whole bunch of these things. We should probably take care of those. Alright, so raise. Yes. Go that way. Another sun. 2 more suns. More decadence. Where's the other army? So we got an army... Oh, way over there. That's right. These aren't even our wars. That's good, then. That means we can ignore them. Ooh, and then another peasant rebellion. Wonderful. They can probably take it. These 2 separate stacks, how'd you end up split? So they could double rebellion or something? Now I am trying something new, and I haven't mentioned it yet because it hasn't happened yet, but I've been playing in the EU4 multiplayer succession series, and I learned of an alarm that I can use versus a timer, and so I'm actually going to start using a little alarm on my videos instead of a timer, which means that the video length will be pretty more, a lot more consistent. I'm going to experiment a bit with how long they are, but there'll be a noise that you'll hear, and I'm experimenting with that too. I think I like this one. We'll see. So Ibn al-Baitar has returned to Malaga from his travels around the known world, visits to Bugia, Constantinople, Tunis, and Barca included, with a large collection of plants. I think we've seen that before. It's just a random eventy thing. So we've already won a war. My aunt has come of age. She doesn't matter. More people are converting. There's tons of land that we need to convert. I mean, this is all wrong. Oh, by the way, Decadence is at 7% now. So here, I'm gonna prove them. We're just gonna do it now. Part of it is that I've been, I've been declaring all these invasions. We're just not gonna do that. Let's just not invade. Let's just see what happens if you don't go on constant conquest. Actually, no, that's not true. I should do it. If I'm playing in a roleplay sense and my character is seeing Decadence tearing his family apart, he would expand to try to cover it. So we'll continue to do it until it's no longer possible. If my opinion ruled, the world would be a more chaotic but more fun place. If I keep following the laws, the world would have less chaos but also less fun. Let my rule begin, or justice should always prevail. I'm proud, so I tend to be more ambitious, work hard to increase prestige. I'm greedy. I would say, let my rule begin. Nothing happened. Alright, it's fine then, I guess. Disband. After years of careful planning, Galib something or other, whatever, has left. Goodbye. Go carve out a realm. And also, there's something that has not happened yet in this series that's very, very significant. If any of your family members end up getting exiled and they're in another foreign court, and you don't have the ability to imprison and execute them, they can end up causing decadence, and you have no control over it. So you can get in a position where you've got this hugely decadent dynasty, and it's not even something you have any control over. Which just causes, again, the thing to fall apart. So, people have converted. Let's at least hold a Ramadan event, I think would be good. We're not at peace. Never mind, we can't do that quite yet. We'll do it soon. Suggest some fatwas against other people. There goes my court imam. Get a new one. No big deal. Do we have a family member? He's quite bad. We'll use this one. And we will proselytize. Let's convert some of our stuff down here, near the capital. We have lots of money, and somebody did bring up a good point. We could build some more buildings. I feel like a character of mine, my type, would just build castles. He's a military man, he wants troops. We can build castles everywhere, we have so much money. A castle for everyone. We're up to here with flippin' castles. And as Eddie Izzard quote, roughly. Close enough. We'll just start building castles. Build a castle. We'll build a castle. More castles. We have more troops than we know what to do with. Yay, there's a sound. Alright, so it's time to take a break. I will see you again in the next video, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you soon.